I guess we might as well just jump right in, just forwards actually, if that's what we're gonna be kind of organically moving into. So Brian, I got the NFL.
Well, that is kind of how most of our conversations go.
Well, fine. Then I'll unorganically tell you that NASA selected SpaceX to send people to the moon for them last week.
Yeah, that's a big contract.
No, we talked about how SpaceX was sending 4 astronauts to the International Space Station late last week. It was on Friday. This past Friday, they sent 4 astronauts. 1 female, 1 male from America, 1 male from Japan, and 1 male from France. Vive la France! Are now safely aboard the International Space Station because of Elon Musk and his coolness, who will also be on Saturday Night Live May 8th with Miley Cyrus. Kind of a weird combo.
That's definitely interesting.
I don't watch Saturday Night Live, but I might have to that night.
I try to stay as far away as possible from Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, well, you never know what she's going to do. And Elon Musk is always fun because, you know, he'll might go on a podcast and start smoking weed or something and then start telling us about how we're all going to die because governments aren't listening to his warnings about AI and how they need to take it seriously. So NASA is going to pay SpaceX $2.89 billion with a B, dollars to take astronauts to the moon. So, coming to a lunar surface near you. It's part of the I knew how to pronounce this. Now that I look at it, I'm brain farting.
What is it, Luis?
Artemis.
Yeah, Artemis.
The Greek goddess. Artemis?
Artemis.
Yeah. You know what she's the Greek goddess of, Brian? Do you remember your Greek mythology?
Art.
It was like
everything art.
It was like Earth. It was like Earth, or like, you know, the Earth, or.
Like
she's
the Greek god of hunting, the wilderness, wild animals, the moon, and just for fun, chastity.
Chastity, you mean?
Chastity.
Yeah. She is apparently the daughter of Zeus and Leto.
And I knew it had, yeah.
Leto?
It had something to do, yeah.
And the twin sister of Apollo. So that makes sense because, one, she's the goddess of the moon.
Sun god. Yep. And the sun god.
And the original missions to the moon were called the Apollo missions. So there you go. The reason why they're calling it Artemis right there. She's the goddess of the moon and the twin sister of Apollo, the original missions to the moon by NASA. So look at that. It's some clever
Which is ironic,
naming.
Since Apollo was the sun god. Right?
Yeah, well, go back to the 1960s and yell at NASA for what they named it for.
Well, no, they just didn't. They didn't want to name it after a woman.
Yep. So this Artemis mission to the moon, Elon Musk says that it's very, very, very plausible, very likely that they can get humans on the surface of the moon by 2024. So I want to ask you guys. I give you 2026 is the year. Have we gone to the moon? Yes or no?
Sure.
Brian says sure. Fuck it, I don't care. Ed?
Probably. I would say, yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's saying 2024 is very plausible.
Probably 2025.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2025.
About
late 2025, early 2026.
Yeah, October 2025.
Yeah. So that's, coming to a lunar surface near you. And this program is going to have the first woman and the first person of color, their words, not mine, on the moon will be this program. So they're only going to send 2 people to the moon the first time. And one of them will probably be a woman. You know what? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Make it a minority race woman. There you go. There you go. Now you checked off both.
Make it a minority transgender person.
There you go. Now you checked off 3 boxes. There you go. Kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
Just send up Dear Lady.
The what?
Dear Lady? You ever hear about that?
No. The lady that thinks she's a deer?
Oh, yeah, it's a Twitch, moderator. and she's essentially she acts like a deer on stream and everything. And
So she gets
it's the
hit by a
weirdest
car
fucking
on
thing.
stream?
Yeah, I was about to say it's like
Somebody just drives through her living room and hits him with their Honda Civic. And that
They-
deer came out of nowhere.
do they understand the life expectancy of a deer? Like it's not very long.
I don't know. What is the life expectancy of a deer? Oh, shit. Sorry. I don't know.
Probably longer than my eardrums.
Yeah, after that. I literally just about typed into Google life expectancy of a deer. Life expectancy, not United States, but deer. I think the United States is still around like 74, 75, something like that.
I want to say like 5 years, 4.5 years.
The average lifespan of a wild white-tailed deer is 4.5 years, according to the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point. Can we trust the people in Stevens Point?
Can we trust them? No.
Yeah, that's what I was just... If we break it down by sex, here we go. And they think we don't have any sex on the show right now. We're about to break it down by sex. We find that the average life expectancy
Talk about sex, baby.
The average life expectancy of a buck is 2.9 years. Somebody tell Byron Buxton he should have died at 3 years old, apparently.
Well, he did die. That's why he's been injured the last
What?
2-3 years.
Okay. While the average lifespan of a doe is 6.5 years. Do you think that's hunting related? Because, you shoot more bucks than you do does.
Doe's free game.
Hunting, cars.
You gotta get a doe license.
Yeah, but you have to. There's limitations on buck hunting. You have to allow them to have six points.
Yeah, they have to be a certain size and all
Which
that.
is incredible because you're standing on the other side of a bluff and you have to analyze the amount of fucking points they have on their.
Well, if they stuck the landing, then they get an automatic 10 points, right, Brian?
Depends on how far they fall.
And they get a 4 from the East German judge. Wow.
Ah, shit.
Oh,
Very tough judger there.
Yeah, SpaceX.
Ball is out nope. That's a double.
Oh. It's not out, it's a double. SpaceX going to the moon.
A double
for
shot, or?
NASA for almost $3 billion. And the successful launch of 4 astronauts to the International Space Station this last Friday at like 4:45 in the morning. Yeah, like I'm going to watch that. And then they docked like 24 hours later with the International Space Station. So now there's 11 astronauts on the International Space Station. A Minnesotan just went up there a couple of weeks ago via a rocket out of the Ukraine. The Russians sent him up.
Did he make it there?
Yeah.
With vodka.
Yeah, that's how NASA has been sending ever since they canned the space shuttle program. They've been sending their astronauts via Russian rockets to the International Space Station. Now SpaceX is stepping in, and they're doing it more and more and more too. So it gives NASA options because
competition. Good.
Yeah, the more options you have, the cheaper it is to do. So there you go.
Yep.
So way to go, SpaceX. Y'all are rich as fuck now. So, but that lander, the Starship rocket that keeps blowing up in Texas every other week, that's what they're going to be sending people to the moon on.
Oh, very expensive fireworks.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So NASA is going to commit $3 billion for them to figure out how to not make that rocket blow up anymore. So, which is ideal. When you put people on a rocket, the key is not to let it blow up. So,
well, sometimes you want it to blow up, but
yeah, I'm glad they got their priorities straight.
Well,
that's called a war.
So last night, the Minnesota Wild are the 3rd team in the Honda West Division to clinch a playoff spot. I think they're like the
3rd team in the NHL to clinch.
Yeah,
Only
people.
I think only the West has
Yep.
teams that clinch. I don't think any other division has teams that have officially clinched.
Well, that's because that regular division is more equal.
Yeah, we're in the easiest division in the NHL. So
Yes, overall easiest, no doubt about that. But we have Vegas, we got Colorado.
Yeah, you got 2 Stanley Cup favorite contenders.
Yeah.
But then everybody else is shit.
Oh, I get that.
I mean,
understand.
I feel like St. Louis isn't performing to what they should have been. Their goaltending and their defense is letting them down. They still got goal scorers.
Yeah, but who knows
But-
if they can slip into the fourth spot right there.
Yeah, well, I saw on Twitter somebody said the fourth spot in the Honda West Division is like herpes. Nobody wants it because Arizona and St. Louis Blues keep like
Losing.
Yeah, it seems like they keep getting in their own way to knock themselves out of that last playoff spot. So,
Well, we won't be facing one of them, so.
yeah, well, if we finish third, we face Vegas, I believe. Somebody scored.
We are only 5 points behind.
Now it's
Pittsburgh.
3-1 now. So,
5 points behind what? Colorado in first right now? Or no, it's Vegas.
Vegas is in first right now.
But Colorado's got 2 games in hand.
Yep. But we don't play them anymore. We play bottom of the division mostly.
I wonder if
we got a couple games with Vegas left, but we play mostly St. Louis.
does Colorado play Vegas anymore?
I don't know. Google it. You got a phone.
Fine.
Hold on. I'm pulling up our schedule. We got 3 straight games against St. Louis at home.
Yeah,
Then
we
we
have
got
7 games left against St. Louis.
Then we got Vegas twice at home. Then we got Anaheim twice at home. And then the last 2 games are at St. Louis. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games at home. 3 against St. Louis, 2 against Vegas, 2 against Anaheim. And then the last 2 games of the season are in St. Louis. I always feel like we always finish the season on the road. Like, you guys ever remember a season where we finished at home? The regular season?
I don't. Usually we're down in like Dallas or Nashville or something like that.
Yeah. Now my cat is box fucking a Chewy box full of paper. The little kitten. That little shit. So, yeah. Good for the Wild.
The answer is Vegas and Colorado play 2 more times.
So you need Vegas to win both of those in regulation.
Yeah.
And then we need to beat Vegas twice in regulation.
Except if we do play Colorado and Colorado finishes as a 2nd seed, every time we've played them in the playoffs, the away team has upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in 2003,
Nino Niederreiter overtime crossbar and goal sent Colorado packing back in the day.
2007, we were the favorites.
Yeah. And then what was it? A couple of years ago, we opened up against Colorado, and Zach Parisi says "y'all fuck y'all" and scored 4 goals in 2 periods. That was a great game. I remember that obviously because I just mentioned it. So, yeah, Brian, Eric, what do you think? We got to play Vegas or Colorado most likely because we're like 15 points ahead of the 4th spot, so we're probably going to finish 3rd at worst.
Yeah, we're pretty much stuck at 3rd.
What do you think? If we play Vegas or Colorado, do you see a early round exit for the Wild?
Depends on if we're healthy. It really does.
Yeah.
Foligno makes a big difference, even though I know.
Take injuries out. Just straight up roster versus roster, how each team has been playing this year.
All right, I think we have a very good chance against the Vegas Knights.
We've always played them
We've
well.
always played them well. They can't win in Excel for some reason. I think it's just the matchups work out in our favor. We're more try to open up spaces by passing a lot and gaining those opportunities, taking more quality shots instead of just barraging the other team. Barraging, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, Colorado's just too fast for our team.
Their problem is goaltending, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to beat them, you got to beat them like 5-4, 6-5, something like that. Brian?
But it's crazy to sit there and one more thing. It's crazy to sit there and watch Kaprizov play against the rest of the teams in that line.
They just go nuts.
Like you can tell the difference. But once they play Colorado, it's almost like he's on a 4th string playing a 4th string, and they're just so matched evenly. And
yeah.
So.
No. Well, his goal last night on the power play, he was left open in the middle of the ice, 15 feet in front of the net.
You can't do that.
Nobody near him. Nobody within 20 feet of the guy. Like, holy, what do you expect him to do? Like, you might as well not have a goaltender. The guy's going to score, and guess what? He did.
Yep.
So.
What, top left corner?
Yep.
Yeah, he went kind of against the grain, beat him high glove side. Yeah. Yeah. Brian, what do you think? Early round exit if we play Vegas, or which team you're worried about more, Colorado or Vegas?
Well, we always seem to do pretty well against Vegas, it feels like. I personally think it really always kind of depends on who's the